say we had some excellent players. Of course, anytime you win championships and win a lot of games, you have to have good players. And I had those. And also I had the support of the administration and the student body. And in those days, back in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, we would sell out almost every game. They'd close the doors at 6 o'clock. That doesn't happen today, and because it's a different environment, a different society, but I coached it at the best of times. Well, when I first came in the league, every school was playing a fast transition game. And so I figured, well, the only way we can win is we have to control the tempo of the play. So we started playing slow. And after we won 3 or 4 championships, then everybody started playing slow. And so I figured, well, we've got to control the tempo of the game, so we became a transition team, and it was really very successful for us, and we had the players who could play that sort of style. In recruiting, a lot of people would say, don't go to Wartburg, because they have them 3 deep in every position. And I always got a kick out of it. But recruiting is such a big thing in college sports scene anymore. But we have sort of dominated the league in the 90s and in the early part of the 21st century. And I don't see it continuing. And I think the one thing I'd like to mention is that we've had a very small turnover of coaches. Most of them have been here at least 15 years, some as many as 25. And I think that has had a lot to do with our success, because they realize what it takes to be a big-time winner. Well, I've always told them when I was recruiting for Division III, you're not coming here to play basketball. You're coming here to get a degree, an education. And my graduation rate is 98.4. I had over 150 players play for me, and all but 2 graduated, and one of them only needed 1 more course. And I think there's a lot to be said for going to Division III. In fact, I had a couple opportunities to go to Division I, and I just didn't like the emphasis on the recruiting, because one time one school said, we have 40 or 50 guys. If you need some help in recruiting, they can help you. And I thought, no, I don't want any part of that. And so the only reason I left high school, I had a good job in high school, and I thought a long time about not leaving. But then I thought, how am I going to educate my 3 children? And so we started looking then maybe at going to the college. But I was an assistant principal at Newton High School, and we had a great high school. We had a lot of great students. And I found that to be true at Wartburg. We have a lot of really good students, and they're academically minded, and they're gifted, particularly in the area of pre-med. It's been very, very strong. And most of the players I've had who have graduated here have done very well in the adult work world. To be real honest, I'm not real pleased with it. I think a lot of the teams are playing out of control. You see a lot of charging calls. The guy starts dribbling, he doesn't quit till he hits somebody, and a lot of 3-point shooting. I was a center-oriented coach, and we always felt that if you want to win, you have to take it inside at least 25 times a game. And that's one of the statistics we kept, was how many times we passed the ball to the postman and how many times we scored as a result of that. And so it worked out well for us. Now the center's almost a forgotten man in basketball. It's all now around the 19 or 20 foot mark. And when they're making them, it's just like last night I watched UNI play Missouri State, and it was kind of a disaster game. It was 20-19 at halftime, but with 5 minutes to go, UNI hit 4 consecutive threes. And they were about 1 for 19 up to that point. And so it can turn a game around, but still from a spectator standpoint, I still enjoy watching the teams who work the ball around and get everybody involved in the offense. Well, it was interesting how it happened, because President Ole was here at that time, and he asked me one time, said, how would you and Miriam like to have lunch with us? And and he has one of the board members. I said, well, that'd be fine. So they had a special room and they went in, and I didn't know what they were going to do. And we talked a little bit, and after the meal was over, he said, you know what's going to happen here on, I think it was November or something. And I said, I have no idea. We said, we're going to name the court, the Levick Court. And I said, well, that's great. The Iowa Conference is really good in all sports. We have over 500 athletes here, and the grade point average for the athletes is higher than it is for their student body. And a lot of professors didn't believe that was true till I told them, hey, go check it out. And so they did, and they said, oh, you're correct. And I think that athletes learn to budget their time. They're busy with sports, but yet they know they've got to take that time to study. And so we have a lot of pre-med students. We're the highest in the state of Iowa on pre-med students who are successful being accepted on the first try at their college of their choice. And it's like 95%. That's awfully good.